There's a person sitting in their room right now. The door is unlocked. They could leave any time, but they won't. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks. And the terrifying part, they prefer it that way. Here's what nobody talks about. Some people aren't trapped in their homes by circumstance. They're trapped by something far more insidious, a psychological prison they've built themselves, brick by brick, excuse by excuse. And the walls, they're getting thicker every single day. They're called shut-ins, homebodies, introverts, but those labels barely scratch the surface. Behind closed curtains and locked doors lives a mind at war with the outside world, a mind that's convinced itself that safety only exists within four walls, that other people are threats, that leaving means facing something unbearable. What you're about to discover goes deeper than social anxiety or laziness. This is about childhood programming, neurological rewiring, and the slow erosion of a person's ability to function in the world. Stay until the end, because the psychology behind this behavior reveals something disturbing about how the human mind protects itself by destroying itself. Before we descend further, hit subscribe. This channel dissects the darkest corners of human psychology, the patterns most people never see, the behaviors nobody wants to admit. Turn on notifications, because these aren't comfortable truths. Now, let's examine what's really happening inside that closed door. It always starts somewhere. Maybe they were bullied relentlessly at school, learning that other humans equal pain. Maybe they had a panic attack in public once, and their brain logged that location as danger. Or perhaps they simply realized somewhere along the way that the world didn't feel safe anymore. One day of staying home becomes two. Two becomes a week. The mind starts adapting. Here's where it gets dark. The brain is survival machinery. When someone repeatedly avoids the outside world, their amygdala, the fear center, actually strengthens its response to external stimuli. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, which handles rational decision-making, weakens. They're not being irrational. Their brain is literally rewiring itself to perceive the outside world as hostile territory. Every day they stay inside, the neural pathways of avoidance grow stronger. The home becomes everything, a fortress, a womb, the only place where anxiety doesn't spike. But here's the twisted part. This comfort is poisonous. The relief they feel from avoiding the world isn't healing, it's reinforcement. Every time they choose to stay in, their brain releases dopamine. Good choice, it whispers. You're safe now. The behavior gets rewarded. The cage becomes familiar, and familiar feels like freedom. Eventually, something shifts in their self-perception. They stop seeing themselves as someone who's temporarily avoiding things. They become a person who stays home. It's no longer a phase, it's who they are. Their entire identity reorganizes around this single behavior. Friendships decay, job opportunities vanish, relationships dissolve. But in their mind, they're not losing these things. They're simply being true to themselves. The rationalization is complete. Time moves differently in isolation. Days blur together. Weeks feel like months, but also like nothing at all. They lose their grip on what's normal. Social skills atrophy like unused muscles. The thought of small talk becomes exhausting. Eye contact feels invasive. The grocery store might as well be a battlefield. What started as preference has metastasized into genuine disability. And the most disturbing part, they might not even notice it happening. Modern technology has made this worse. Food delivery, remote work, online relationships. A person can now survive indefinitely without stepping outside. Society has accidentally built the perfect ecosystem for complete withdrawal. They tell themselves they're connected, screens glowing, messages flowing, but it's a simulation of life, a shadow of existence, and their mind accepts the substitute because the alternative feels impossible. Two paths emerge. Either something forces them out, a crisis, an ultimatum, a moment when the cost of staying becomes greater than the fear of leaving, or they sink deeper, sometimes for years, becoming shadows in their own lives. Hikikomori, they call it in Japan, people who withdraw completely for months or years. It's spreading worldwide, an epidemic of voluntary disappearance, the mind protecting itself by erasing the person it's supposed to protect. The truth nobody wants to hear: you can't logic someone out of this. Telling them to just go outside is like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk it off. Their fear is real, their exhaustion is real, their rewired brain is real. Recovery requires rewiring those neural pathways, one terrifying step at a time. Professional help, gradual exposure, patience measured in months, not days. If someone in your life has disappeared behind closed doors, understand this. They're not lazy. They're not choosing comfort over responsibility. They're trapped in a psychological mechanism they might not even fully comprehend. Reach out, but don't push. Offer support, not judgment, because sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is open a door. Drop a comment if you've witnessed this pattern, in yourself or someone close. Hit that like button if this shed light on something you didn't understand before. Check out